Welcome to the Stage 4 individual time trial in the Critérium de Dauphiné. We're following Yevgeny Balashkov, who's the leader of the AlphaTauri team, a long-term candidate to win this race, and he's put a good time in at the first time check. This course is well suited for Balashkov because it is a little bit hilly. He'll try and be up with the big leaders like Hippolyte Tutin, so we're going to follow him all the way to the finish line. But this should be a very, very good time by Yevgeny Balashkov. He's going to be up with the leaders at the finish line. And third best time, 12 seconds behind M.L. Meyer. That is a very strong performance. And M.L. Meyer might be thinking that he could win another time trial stage in Season 4 because Yannick Verhoeven was 7 seconds behind him. So the last rider who can realistically beat M.L. Meyer is probably Hippolyte Tutin, and he still has yet to finish. In the meantime, many of the other GC challengers are out on the course. Recently finished Rico Rudiger, who lost time on stage 3. He's 8th place at the finish line. That's a little disappointing for him. Here is Kelvin Moore, 27th at the first time check, 25th at the finish, 54 seconds down. So he's lost significant time to Yevgeny Balashkov. Katarina Beltran, she's not really a long-term favorite to win the race. Jeff Cooper, on the other hand, could try and get in the top 10. Now here is Chung-Ling Shin, the leader of the VeloTour team. And he's 30 seconds down at the finish, but Tutin's ride a bit more important, I think. And he's not going to win this stage. He was 8 seconds behind the time of M.L. Meyer. Still a good ride by Tutin to be ahead of all of his other challengers. But M.L. Meyer breathing a sigh of relief because he's going to go and win another stage. Unless one of the riders here produces a really big surprise. Now Carlos Snello here, a little climber who really hates the time trials. He's lost almost 2 minutes at the finish line. Euskaltel Euskadi leader Jean-Marie Caillou just finished. He was 37 seconds behind M.L. Meyer, so he's still in the frame. Not a bad ride by the French leader. That was Navarro who just finished there. The sprinter Miroslav Kostra. Many of these sprinters are going to fall away from the leaderboard over the next couple of stages as we get into the high mountains. Ugo Zorzi up in 7th place overall. Here is Rodolfo Lucci, 6th place overall. He made that first split on the first stage. He's been near the front just about all of the time here. And if he can limit his losses in this time trial, he could start dreaming of a top 10 finish in the Dauphiné. Although he was over a minute behind at the first time check. We'll see what kind of damage is done at the finish for Lucci. 1 minute 29 seconds. Could have been worse if you ask me. So he's not out of it. And Luis Sancho, a very dangerous climber, who's in 4th place overall. Also a minute behind at the time check, so he's not having a good ride in this time trial. 1 minute 36 seconds down to M.L. Meyer's winning time. So it could be that Yevgeny Balashkov has the best chance of winning this race for AlphaTauri, but they still have 2 cards to play. There's Jerome Loik in the green jersey. And the race leader Matt Ciota, the last rider to finish. Not a bad performance, just under a minute behind. But M.L. Meyer is going to win the stage, his 2nd time trial win. And that was an impressive performance considering the course wasn't quite as well suited for him as that stage in Tirreno Adriatico. I would have thought that Hippolyte Tutin and Yannick Verhoeven would have overhauled him here, but that has not been the case. As M.L. Meyer actually won by a larger margin in this race than that stage in Tirreno Adriatico. So well done to the Dutchman, his 2nd victory of the season. Let's look at the rest of the top 10 here and big implications for the general classification. Yannick Verhoeven of Kyoto, 2nd place at 7 seconds. Hippolyte Tutin, 3rd at 8 seconds. Yevgeny Balashkov of AlphaTauri in 4th at 12 seconds. Zadek Farokmanesh of Jupiler, 5th at 15 seconds. Giovanni Canale of Doimo had a good ride, 6th place at 16 seconds. 7th was Kazim Banabi of Kyoto at 20 seconds. Rico Rudiger and Egon Callas in the same time at 22 seconds, and Diana Stephenson of Jupiler was 10th at 23 seconds. So that has turned the GC upside down, and we're going to have a new leader once again. It's Yannick Verhove of Kyoto, who leads by a single second over his teammate Hippolyte Toutain. Boloshkov is up to 3rd at 5 seconds, Matsuoda down to 4th at 6 seconds, Ibai Leida now 5th at 12 seconds, Jerome Moikin down to 6th in the same time as Egon Callas, Chungling Shin up to 8th at 23 seconds, very much in contention for Valnor. Miroslav Kostra is 9th at 24 seconds, and Jean-Marie Caillou in 10th place, 30 seconds behind the leader. In the points classification, no change there in the top 5, Jerome Moikin is still leading. And in the mountains classification, same situation, Arnaud Deschet remains the leader of that competition. In the team classification, Kyoto is the new leader, and that is not a surprise to anybody because that team very strong in the time trials. So they're ahead of Nautalia by 25 seconds, Doimo now 3rd at 48 seconds. Our next stage is the last stage in this race without high mountains, so we'll see if the sprinters can put together one last show before the mountains arrive. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.